Hey guys, what's up? Today I come to you with my weekly review of Nijiiro Days. In this week's episode 5, we have a tennis match between the high schoolers and some college students. Now, for this episode, I had to enjoy out of all the episodes that's shown, simply because it might sound biased to you guys, but if you have your favorite voice actor in a show for even for one episode voice acting a character, you're bound to enjoy the show a lot more than you did prior episodes. Not to say that you didn't enjoy the other episodes, but you might enjoy a certain particular episode a little bit more. And the voice actor that voiced Imagawa Senpai, the senpai to Natsuki, was no other than Tomokazu Sugita. And if you know him, then you know he is most known for playing the role of Sakata Gintoki from Gintama. So I might be a little biased, but I did enjoy the episode a little bit more than normal. So like I said, there was a tennis match, okay, and the guys, they were trying to, before I get into the tennis match, they were trying to find something to do, and there was like a little bet between Natsuki and the four boys, okay, and whoever won, there was a baseball match. Whoever won, the other pair had to buy the Hagen Dash. Now Natsuki was teaming up with Tomoya, and then vice versa, where Tsuyoshi and Keiichi were teaming up against them, and his team won, and Natsuki and Tomoya lost, so they had to buy the Hagen Dash ice cream. Now they went to go watch their friends. Some of their friends play tennis, and some of those guys were on the basketball team. Unfortunately, they got their rackets, which they borrowed from the tennis team, taken away by college students. Like I said, Imagawa Senpai used to be the senpai for Natsuki when he was in middle school. Now we know that we come to learn that Natsuki used to be on the tennis team back when he was in middle school, and he used to enjoy his days being on the tennis team. But unfortunately, he ended up having a trauma, and he unfortunately had to quit the team because of that trauma. Now, when he used to be on the tennis team, right, he had Imagawa Senpai treat him very fairly. He was very friendly, and like I said, his days on the tennis team were a lot of fun. He enjoyed them. Now, there was this girl who knew Natsuki, who was older than him, because of the connection she had with his older sister, who graduated the year before he entered the same middle school. And Imagawa Senpai ended up liking this girl, so he tried to, get through connections, and eventually their relationship grew and stuff. So one day he decided, probably months later into Natsuki's days during middle school, he decided to tell the girl, I like you. Will you please go out with me? The girl declines and said, if you were as cute as Natsuki, probably I would give you a chance. But you look hard faced and you look, kind of grouchy. So no thanks. And then she runs off laughing, ha 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 ha. And I mean, anybody would feel some type of way. And because of the heartbreak, now Imagawa Senpai uses his grudge against Natsuki to make his days on the tennis team a living hell. And that caused Natsuki to have his trauma due to Imagawa Senpai being rejected in the most horrible way possible. Okay, so Natsuki and them, in order to get back the tennis rackets from the rest of the college students, they do another bet where it's saying whoever loses ends up being the slave. So the first match was with Tomoya and Tsuyoshi. They lost horribly, and then the next match that we got to see was with Keiichi, who we find out is like an all-rounder. He's really good in every single sport he plays in, but he doesn't decide to join in them. You get frustrated, especially in some of those sports anime, where you see that character that's really good in every single sport they play, and yet they don't join them until someone forcibly makes them join a certain team. Well, he doesn't join no team at the end of the day, but he's still going around and playing with them. So it's him and Natsuki. And Natsuki, who used to be a former tennis player, is doing exceptionally well by the end of the match. They win, okay, and now they are forced to be their slaves. And Keiichi is having the time of his life using his whip to beat them. And like I said, Imagawa Senpai is voiced by Tomokazu, who voices Gintoki. So you know that infamous Gintoki scream. It was very funny and very refreshing. Slightly the better episode for me in this case. But do tell me your thoughts and opinions on this week's episode of Nijiiro Days, episode 5. Tell me that in the comment section below. You can also check me out on Twitter and on Tumblr. The Facebook page is in the description box below, so you can click on that link. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!